What's going on, everybody? It's me, Justin, aka Global Hunter. It's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sorry, the big game. Can't say Super Bowl. Oh, say it again. It's the big game. Otherwise, I'm going to get sued from the NFL. Not right. Right? No. So we're over here at the Goodwill up in Buford, seeing what I can find. It's around noon, and everyone's probably getting out of church right about now. Not me, because I don't go to church, because I don't need to go to a church to know my higher purpose. Anywho, let's head on in so we can find, I don't remember when I was out here last week, and then we're going to pop over to the Valley Village and then over to 2nd and Charles, so stick with me.
That happen.
That wasn't too bad, kid.
Pretend it's a game.
All right, and just like that, we are back. Unfortunately, I didn't film anything in there. Don't worry, there wasn't really anything to film because my hands were full. I actually got a big old bag worth of stuff. So right off the back, so right off the back, is that how they pronounce it? So I went through the front. I didn't really see anything, but I did find this one Xbox game. It's called New Legends. I don't know if it's supposed to be Asian. The force of one man can change a nation. It's by THQ. You know, for what it's worth, it was complete. I don't think I've ever really seen this game. It probably was on the Xbox and PlayStation 2, but I've never seen it on the Xbox, so I decided to pick it up. I think it's like a $10 game, if that. I found a copy of Batman Begins on Blu-ray. Just had the disc, but that's fine. It's Blu-ray. It's $2. Didn't have it. At least I don't think I have it. I think I have one of the other ones on Blu-ray. Found a couple of VHS tapes. Yes, for some reason I'm picking up VHS tapes, and I don't know why. But we got a copy of 3 Ninjas and Kickback and 3 Ninjas High Noon at, what is it, Mega Mountain. So I think this is the second one. Yeah, this is the second one. This is the third one. I didn't see the first one there. But again, I think the 3 Ninja combo pack that's got all of them on DVD, I think that's kind of pricey and rare. But to find them on VHS was pretty cool. I might just send them to someone. I found a VHS head cleaner from Philips. Hopefully it comes with some solution in there. I'm going to have to throw this into my VHS players to clean them. So hopefully that'll do a little bit better. I picked this up. It's an RCA antenna of sorts. And yeah, it just kind of goes to your TV. I want to see if I can get a little bit more better reception. I guess it has knobs. I don't know what the knobs do. Maybe it's something. But yeah, we'll figure that out. And hopefully I can maybe get a little bit better reception. Because right now I get about 30 channels. I don't pay for cable. I only pay for internet. So whatever I can get over the air is fine by me. And then we found the heavy hitters. I found this doohickey. It is a HP USB 3.0 port replicator. So it's got a couple of, I believe those are probably the USB 2s. And then in the back it's got USB, USB 3, there's a USB 2.0. And then what else does it have? And looks like it's got this. Looks like it goes out to your PC. It's got an Ethernet, HDMI. I think that's the display port, microphone, power. And these go for like 50, 60 bucks. 50 bucks just with the AC. So I only paid, you know, $5 for it. So that's some pretty decent profit. And then the other thing is a no-brainer. TI 83 graphing calculator. They wanted $4 for that. These are easily $50 shipped all day. Didn't have any batteries in it, so I have no way of testing it, but for $4, I'll take a shot. If you see, what was it? In one of my other videos, I picked up a TI-82, and it works, but it's missing the X-axis for some reason when you actually go to plot your points for X and Y to do line graphs. It's missing the entire X-axis, so I got to take that apart and see if maybe it's just a connection. Usually with horizontal versus vertical, it's usually something wrong with the board, or because I know on the original Game Boys they have vertical and horizontal lines. Usually the vertical lines is because of the glue coming up from the contacts that hold the the display to the board. But if you get horizontal lines, those are usually something else completely, and it's usually something on the board. So anywho, that's enough babbling with me. Surge, I'm feeling it. I'm loving this stuff. I can't remember the last time I had some. Oh wait, it was yesterday. All right, so let's go into Value Village, see what we could find. Fingers crossed. I picked up a bunch of PC stuff here a couple weeks ago. I've already sold most of it for over $100. So maybe I can find some more. A lot of it had never been opened. So fingers crossed there's more PC stuff and I could flip that stuff for some profit, because we're getting really close to enough money for a Neo Geo. I am probably about 40 to 50 bucks away, but I think I want one with an extra controller and possibly boxed. So that's going to run me around 500 or so bucks. So got a couple hundred more to go and we'll be there. All right, well, we are out in front of 2nd and Charles. Gonna head on in, see what we can find. But I did actually pick something up at the Value Village, and I also stopped off at a GameStop. I had to do a return and picked up a couple items. So at Value Village for $6, I picked up this old ass Pentium 2 tower. Ugh, it's a beast. But it was only $6. It's a Pentium 2. Had the hard drive in it, had all the RAM, it had some cards in it, I think a media card, and it was $6, and I kind of want to get into some old PC games, and it's really tough, not particularly easy to use DOSBox. It's a lot of configuration that I just don't like, so I'm hoping with this old Pentium 2, I'm hoping it's got like Windows 95 or Windows 2000 or maybe even Windows Millennium. Doesn't have a Windows certificate of authenticity on it, so I don't know what operating system's on it. I do know it's got a hard drive, and I like to look at people's files, so that was a plus too. And for $6, I'll take a hit if it's, you know, something that turns out to be a waste of time. But at the GameStop, I traded in that Ordia, the Sky whatever, on the Nintendo Wii U because I had found the one that had both discs, and instead I picked up a copy of Deus Ex on the Wii U from Square Enix. It's the director's cut, and I figured that would be kind of cool because you can use the gamepad kind of like as a heads-up display with a map and kind of inventory, and you know, I thought it would be pretty cool. And then I actually found a copy of Dead Space Extraction, which is an on-rail shooter on the Wii, and this one did not have the manual, so unfortunately it was only disc. But again, it's one of the ones I've been looking for that I just have not been able to find. So if I ever come across it and it has the manual, I'll just take that one and then complete mine. So let's head on in. We were here last week, and what do we found? We found a copy of Jet Force Gemini on the Nintendo 64 for $7, and it was a nice clean copy. So maybe they have some more that they put on the shelf. If not, I'm wondering if that El Viento is still there. I'll try to take photos because I'd like to actually send that to what's his face, CU Podcast, Pat Country. I know he likes to do shit like that. So anywho, let's head on in so we can find.
Hills presents Intellivision, intelligent television by Mattel. More sophisticated than any video game that has come before, providing hours of entertainment for the entire family. Intellivision, with one of the clearest game displays available today. Find this system, plus a complete line of sports and video game cassettes at Hills, where our game is low prices every day.
All right, well, I'm back at the house, and I'm going to head on in and probably get ready for the Super Bowl. I mean, the big game. But I did pick up one thing at 2nd and Charles, and it was a Vita game that I didn't have, and it was like half the price that it goes for. And that is a copy of Earth Defense Force 2, Invaders from Planet Space. And they only wanted $9 for this. And I've seen it for like 20, so yeah, I decided to pick it up. And it looks like it has a reversible cover. Yeah, it has a reversible cover. And don't really have too many Vita games, and this looks like a series I'd kind of like to play, and it looked like it'd probably be pretty good. It's XCD3, and yeah, just one more game to add to the collection. That's going to have to do it for this video. If you like what you saw, leave a thumbs up. Hit the comment section below, leave a comment. And as always, keep up the thrift, and I'll thrift with y'all later.